live. I don't know what to do anymore about that. So we'll just go ahead and resume when you guys get back in. I will wait for you. If you're going to be joining this live for the first time, I am Adina. You guys are Beyond the Veil. I was just, hey, sissy, yes, we are back. I'm sorry. Y'all know how it is over here. All right. I am just gonna pick up like we never left. I would like to say that there is something very, very, very fake about something that happened this weekend. Now, when I found out about that flood in Texas, one of the first thing that stood out to me was they kept saying that there was 13 missing girls. And my thought was, I hope they recovered those girls because I also saw someone who was there saying it was very scary. Like at one point, we just saw helicopters coming and taking people, and there wasn't a lot of context to that statement. And so I was very intrigued by some things simply because of Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back, simply because of the design on that card. That's the only thing that triggered something in my mind that makes me a little bit curious about some things. I have never paid much attention to claims about weather modification because I'm not well versed in it. So I never assert myself in places where I'm not well versed and well studied. However, if it is possible, I believe that these days we would be seeing more of those. Spirit, clarify. Don't let your past hold you back. This was very, 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 very unawares. Meaning, how did these people not how are they not prepared for this? Floods don't I someone who is familiar with the climate and the weather in Texas, are you all prone to flash floods? Floods that just happen like that? Because I'm from Florida. We're prone to flooding here. We have flood zones all over this city. So we have designated flood zones, areas that some people know are a little bit more prone to flooding. And in certain seasons, we kind of expect to see some flooding. We can watch the weather and forecast by the rain. It's probably going to be flooded because it's going to be raining for 3 days straight. And so, because of where I live, I'm probably going to be flooded a little bit. And so, we're not a flash flood state like that. We kind of can tell if there's going to be some flooding ahead just by knowing what the rain is going to look like for the next few days. So, my first question before I jump to any conclusions, because I don't like to do that, I like to investigate. Is Texas prone? Okay, it says at least 80 people have died in connection with the flash floods that struck. This gives flash floods because I'm like, why weren't these people prepared? This is very unprepared, caught unawares. That there's been situations in the past historically. I love you too, JD. Congratulations on your 5 months of being a diamond member, JD, and an OG Blessed Baby and a super OG mod. We love you, Not me, but the spirits, my spirits, and your. There would have been maybe a situation similar, maybe in Texas's history. So, does anyone know if Texas is prone? Texas has been getting hit hard these past few years. I don't know what it is about Texas. Texas, Louisiana with Katrina. Katrina was weird because of how that storm kind of just set its targets on that area and stayed there until it can do what it did. It just hovered there. Katrina came through Florida first, and nobody in Florida thought it was going to hit New Orleans and then turn into Katrina. Usually, the hurricanes do their biggest damage in Florida by the time they get to, the other states, Georgia, the Carolinas, Louisiana, Texas, and stuff. They usually lose steam. And so, if you say that Texas actually snowed and a couple people lost their lives because they weren't prepared for snow and ice, something about this card, because this person is in